Ira Epstein, and here we are on Thursday, the 24th of July, 2025. And as I'm looking at everything that's going on, I can't get away from thinking that what we've entered is a period of chop. In the stock indices, one day you have the Dow, the Russell, the gainers. The next day it's the reverse. You just like today, you saw the big gainers were the S&P and of course the NASDAQ. And now tonight the market's trying both markets up. We will see where this all leads. The dollar's fighting for its dominance over the euro. I don't know that it's able to do it right here. We've had a heck of a rally and then a good sized break again, and it's trying to figure out what next. Bonds and notes are very, very flat at this point in time. When we take a look at the S&P, the one given, and you clear out everything, is that you're at an all-time high on a closing basis on a weekly chart. And if you can stay like this, you're going to gain another 1.19% or so, and that's pretty impressive. You can see how the market's climbing away on the daily. And once you clear up the noise, you got higher lows, higher highs. How could you call this anything but a bull market? Same thing going when you put on the moving averages, the 18, the 100, and the 200, everything looking good. And the market's still climbing right through here. I just don't see any reason to say anything other than the market runs into the Bollinger Band, it backs off a little bit, but it's still staying bullish. And as long as you keep the bullish embedded reading, and that to me has been the key, this market's still churning away to the upside. When we go to the NASDAQ, the market had lost its way a bit. You can see it was trying to break down right through here, did not lose the embedded reading, kept it, and now the market's challenging all-time highs. So that's impressive. The Dow, not the case. The Bollinger Band has thwarted the market from going up for the new highs on the futures. You can see that, and the same thing has happened in the Russell. So again, it's the S&P and the NASDAQ that are true leaders in the market. The laggards, technically speaking, at a minimum, are the Russell and the Dow Jones. Look at how we were right at a crossover point, and the market and the DAX held on, and you did a big reversal to the upside, as you could see. Higher lows, higher highs, right back into the 18-day average and slipping back a little from that today. 30-year bond basically stuck at the 18-day average, and I would expect it's going to stay like that until we see what the Fed says, but they're not going to say anything to move the market much. It's all going to be about data. Speaking of data, tomorrow you're going to get the advanced durable goods report. It was down 11% is the guess for June, and the May report was up 16. That's about all that I'm seeing right there. The British pound, I thought you'd get back to the 18-day average and fight a battle, and you did. So now you, again, I want to call this a market that's got the swing line up, but the bias is down because you're not staying over that 18-day average of closes. Remember, July Bitcoin is here. You've got to be switching tomorrow to the August. In the Brent, look at how you've narrowed in the Bollinger Bands from this width that you had all the way back here to tying in, stuck at the 18-day average, going nowhere. Same thing is identically true in the WTI crude oil. The same is actually true in the gasoline. Even though it's in a downtrend, with the bias down, it's oversold. There's not much runway for it unless it can really break through the 100-day average and the Bollinger Band right through here. I think it'll have a hard time doing it. And last, nat gas, it did not even budge off all that hot weather in the Midwest. Now you're going to get a break from that. And when you get a break from that, it just adds to the bearishness of the market. You'll get a little bit, maybe next week, of a little bit more draw down in stocks because of the hot weather. But where do you think you're really going with all of it? I don't think too far. And that brings me back to the idea here that, if you're interested, You can join me in the morning when, even on vacation, I've been putting out my morning spider and futures market videos. Just click up here. That'll take you to the area where you sign in and you're able to get them. So I'm Ira. You have yourself a great evening. Talk to you all later.